What's up, everybody? This is your boy Austin here, speaking to you about another review. This one is for Godzilla. Well, here are the Godzilla figures. I got these before the movie came out. I bought double the sets of the Godzilla and King Ghidorah one for collection purposes and the other one to play with. So I've had these for a little bit of a while, but as you can see, the tail for Godzilla can come off and on. So can Godzilla's head come off and on. It's got a lot of articulation in the head, tail, arms, feet. And it's pretty much that way for all the Godzillas that come out in this little mini figurine set. And here's King Ghidorah. As you see, it's got these big wings, man. Because it's like the biggest kaiju of all time. And all three of King Ghidorah's heads actually can come off. And before the movie came out, I kind of speculated something was going to happen to this head here, considering the fact that, like, with the toy, the way it's kind of made. And after I saw the movie, that actually was the head. Spoiler alert for you who didn't see the film. But that is actually the head that actually comes off early on in the film. That ends up regrowing back into another head for King Ghidorah. It's kind of ruined the whole thing of the personalities for the different heads for me, because it's like the new one probably wasn't even the same anymore. But like, I don't know, it's strange. But King Ghidorah is an alien, so kind of made sense and kind of was cool because I never seen something like that before in any of the Godzilla films. And Godzilla was my thing growing up, man. Before I liked dinosaurs, it was always Godzilla for me. So there's those. And the reason I'm doing this review is because I just completed the set for Rodan and Mothra. They had one Mothra one left. So I really wanted to just get it. As much as I want to keep these in the packages, let me explain something to you here. When I got that double set of the Godzilla and King Ghidorah one, I got it because I wanted the extra unopened box to save for memory purposes and everything. So as it gets older, like, I don't ever resell any of my stuff or anything. I get this extra stuff to keep them and save them for like ever, if anything. So I actually ended up getting the Allosaurus Big Rock dinosaur figure, which I will do a review for that. If you guys want me to, make sure you put a comment down below. But I'm not opening that one either. Although, you know, the figure is already open because, well, I don't really want to mess with it because I want to save that for memory purposes. Because I bought one of the Allosaurus figures when the movie first came out, and then I ended up buying like Indoraptor and stuff, and I was like, I don't really want to keep and hold on to these. So then I ended up just donating them to Toys for Toddlers. And I actually bought doubles of those too. And then I didn't want the toy ones that I had sent out, so I gave them to my dad and everything. Which I kind of wish I did have. But this Allosaurus Big Rock one, actually, this figurine for the new Allosaurus model design they had for it is actually a lot better looking and a lot more awesomer than the other one they previously had anyway. And it still stands out for Jurassic World and the movie and the Allosaurus. Also, it's specializing for the sword film coming out doing Hobbs and Shaw. So I still have a part of that collection, and you know, I had to have a box of unopened Godzilla figures for the movie of my dreams that I've always waited for my entire life to see in movie theaters. So I'm going to open up these two, and these are going to be collective figures I'm going to have sitting out, and I have extra Godzillas. So I don't really want these extra ones. I don't really care, but this one is actually really sweet looking. I love the bunny Godzilla, so I'm probably going to save him on the side anyway, but this one I'm probably just going to play with and mess around with, while the other ones I'm going to put on display, basically. I don't actually play with these things. I just put them on display, but I don't want to keep them inside the boxes. You know, it's kind of like kind of weird to try to have stuff like that on display shown in the boxes like that, especially when you don't really have room for everything, because I'm into so much stuff, man. It's hard, and mainly my stuff is dinosaurs, and I plan on having all kinds of fossils and stuff on display, which I already started a long time ago anyway. So yeah, let's get to it. And I wanted to show you guys another reason why I got these to keep out and to put them on display is because I was at Target, and in the past I got a few of these before, but I didn't really keep them because I didn't really get any good ones. These little dino figures. I ended up pulling an Indoraptor one once before, but I just got rid of it because I wasn't planning on spending so much money on these because they were quite expensive for these little articulated figures, and I just ended up getting like the really cheapy ones that they first came out with for like the $10 ones that came out with like 15 mini ones. But I got these two at Target anyway one time, and surprisingly I ended up getting the two new dinosaurs from JP3. And I knew I was getting the Spinosaurus because I was filling the bag and I could feel the cell. I was like, oh my god, that has to be a Spinosaurus. I had to get that. So that's why I got that, because the Spinosaurus is a special and rare figurine of those to get. And then I ended up just getting a random Ceratosaurus, which was pretty cool. So, and then I've always wanted the Allosaurus one, so I went on eBay to see if I could find one, and I ended up finding a seller selling two of them. And the thing is that they were unopened packs. And apparently I didn't know this, but you can actually get the codes of the dinosaur that's within the package in the package by a code that's on there. And so there was like two Allosaurus unopened packs he was selling. So I bought both of them anyway, because both of them were like $10, or no, it might have been 20. I don't remember. I know it cost me a lot. But I bought them both, so I have one to open, first of all, to make sure it actually really was the Allosaurus, and the second one just to save and hold on to unopened, since all these other Jurassic Park figures are always open all the time, so I at least have one that is in a package that is unopened. So, and I opened the one pack, and it actually turned out to be an actual articulated Allosaurus one. So I'm assuming, and obviously the other one has to be the same. I don't know what the code is. I didn't really look that much into it, and I don't want to, because that's just not who I am. But yeah, so I do got an Allosaurus, and obviously the other one has to be too. So I'm putting these JP Jurassic World figures on display for these movies, because you know the Jurassic World's gonna end. Godzilla, I don't think is ever really gonna end. Like, it ended in Final Wars, man. And like, I was scared Godzilla's never gonna come back, and oh my god, it came back in theaters, and it was like my dream come true. And maybe that might happen again with Godzilla, you know? So I'm like, these are my dream things, man, and right now I'm living it. So like, I just don't want to miss out on anything. So I'm keeping this stuff for memories. So here we go. This is the one I've been wanting for a while. Like, I got this because it was the last one, and these are like only $10 at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? They don't even cost that much. And I might actually, like, I kind of thought about leaving them in the boxes and just taking out this one Godzilla to at least mess with, and leaving Wudan in here. But like, you know, I just don't want to. I don't know. Like, something about me wants to leave them in the packages, and something about them just makes me not want to leave them in the package. Wow. This is cool. Because, I mean, eventually my daughter can get older and I can give her these anyway. But, you know, it's really for me. At least at this moment in time. Wow, these are awesome. I'm definitely taking out Godzilla, man. Come on. This is cool. And his tail's gonna come off. You know, the one that came in with King Ghidorah is the only one where the tail's actually not connected, I think. I mean, I do have that. I do have a second one of that on open package, but I don't feel like grabbing it right now. So here we go. We got the fire like Godzilla, or the atomic breath Godzilla. You know, it's gonna be the same as the exact other one. The reason why I'm keeping this one is because I don't really want him to have his, like, I want it to be kind of natural. This is cool. So cool. I love how they come out with these extra Godzilla. So like, oh, wait, is that different than this one? No, it's different. The tail actually has two articulations. It goes there, and then it kind of goes like that. Has two articulations in its tail. I did not know that before. That's pretty sweet. I'm sorry about my camera quality a little bit. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Rodan. I mean, Boggs isn't the same. So I'm just gonna take him out. Man, do not do this with your fingers because it hurts when it smacks your fingers. As you see, Rodan, here he is. This is cool. He has articulations in the wings. Wowee. Now that is cool. And he has articulations in the feet. I'm assuming he has articulation in the head. He does. It's kind of really hard. You don't really want to mess around with that too much. That is cool. Yeah, I'm going to take these all out and put them on display. Even Mothra on them. I mean, I'm sure these figures will be available on eBay for a long time as I bend the picture for this. Oops. And there goes my camera. Alright. So you get a little cardboard picture, which I just bend but I don't really care about it too much anyway, like a background image. Which I think this is pretty cool that they still come with. It's always gonna be sweet. Of the volcano and everything, where Rodan comes from, that's pretty sweet. And then this has a little stand that makes the cardboard pop into. Next, but like I was saying, I'm sure eBay is always going to have things like this. There's always going to be Godzilla things for sale, but these probably are going to range really high in price. I mean, like for me, I would be one of those guys to buy a lot of Jurassic Park figures. Like when the Jurassic Park toy line first started, the Jurassic World toy line started for Fallen Kingdom, man, I thought about buying so much stuff, and I had figures and stuff. I could have bought a $15 Allosaurus and sold it on eBay for $80, because that's what people do. But you know, that's just not me. I just live life. I just live simple. And here we go. These guys, I want to be careful with though, because these, well, I should have been more careful with the other ones a little bit, but you know, everybody's gonna be sloppy sometimes more than others. Really don't want to use this either. I don't know where my scissors went. Like, my scissors were here one day, and then the next day they're just kind of gone. Note to self: don't ever lose stuff. Well, stuff like this might happen where you're gonna have to end up using like a screwdriver to pop things open, because I don't want to use a nerdy knife. Oh man, Mothra scares me, man. I have to like rip off the box here, because Mothra is like so tight to the wire. I don't want to damage Mothra, man. Like, that's like the purpose as to why I buy these extra ones. It's for the monsters that the other ones do not come with. You know what I mean? Oh, that's how it's... Okay, so I'm gonna have to rip Mothra out of here somehow. Okay. That's splendid. Well, I'll just do this then. I feel like Mothra's wings are made out of, have like a sticker. I feel like that's what it is. It's a sticker. But I have to admit, it's still really cool, like. And again, I apologize for not showing you me opening this, but it's kind of really hard. Anyway, I finally got Mothra out. Here she is. ladies and gentlemen. Now, is it her feet? No. Nothing of her articulates except the wings. So it kind of goes like this. And can kind of rotate like that. So you can even have it backwards if you wanted to. Kind of is weird though. I really like this. I love Mothra. She actually